y'all. Yesterday I turned 44 and my birthday has got me in serious reflection mode. By the way, I'm Allie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have really been reflecting on creativity as a lifelong process full of strikes and gutters and ups and downs, and I want to talk about it. The roots of my creativity date back to way back in elementary school. When I was in the first grade, I had a teacher who had us keep a journal in a spiral notebook. And my notebook was a simple one subject notebook, very slim, and it had a pretty blue-green cover. And it was in the pages of this notebook that I started to figure out a creative process before I was even really old enough to understand what that was. So the journals were something that our teacher assigned to us, and every morning we were supposed to follow one of her prompts. But my favorite day was Friday, because on those days it was free topic day, and I got the opportunity to really play with crayons, collage, writing, anything that we wanted to, and that's how I started figuring out the magic of inspiration. That's when I figured out that there was this thing that was journaling or keeping a diary, and that it was this place where creativity was the rule, and you could add images and words to the images that kind of spoke together and created these really interesting, beautiful pages. I even used that journal in the first grade to process the grief that I felt after my parents told me that my cat died. And that journal that started out as an assignment started to be more and more become this secret space where I could play around with different ideas and be creative. So this love of journaling really followed me through elementary school, and I continued to have amazing teachers who encouraged this creative self-expression. And it was around 5th grade that I figured out that I really enjoyed writing poetry. And I think at first one of the reasons I enjoyed it was because it made me feel very deep, that I was able to relate or connect the way that I felt to certain images or ideas. I loved playing with words and figuring out new ways to say things, and pretty soon the poetry writing and keeping a journal was no longer just something that was a creative assignment for my teacher. It was something that I started doing on my own personally after school. In middle school, I found myself writing down little snippets of lines, and then I would come home from school and I would flesh it out into a whole poem about something that had happened at school or somebody I had talked to, or just kind of an idea that I had. I felt like I was unlocking something inside of myself, and it became a way for me to express my emotions, but also figure out how I was feeling and who I was. Along with poetry, I also still really loved drawing. I would try to draw different Disney characters. And it was probably because of my love of animation that it was so difficult not to add words to the drawings so that they could speak together. It was like those pictures were begging for a voice, and I was happy to give it to them. And now I keep a sketchbook, and in that sketchbook, I'm still doodling little characters and then writing words next to them. And it feels like the adult version of those original journals that I did in the first grade and all the way through elementary school. The big difference here is pure creative freedom. Every day is Friday free topic day. At times in my life when I've felt creatively blocked, the journal is always a safe space to go back to, because I can either write about whatever I'm thinking, or if the words aren't coming, I can draw. And at times when I'm feeling really stressed, the best method for me is to just let my hand flow freely. And so that might start out as a doodle and then end with words as a journal entry that I wasn't even intending on writing. By returning to the journal, I'm more likely to keep the creative channel open and to invite inspiration in. I want to leave you with some words of wisdom today. These are from David Lynch. If you stay true to the idea and make it as good as you can, and you love it, maybe others will love it too, but you don't know. If you think about the audience and build it for them, you've got just as good a chance that they might hate it. And that's a wrap for today. Do you have a creative outlet that you come back to over and over again? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, then you know what to do. Give this video a like, and that way I'll know that you want me to make more videos like this in the future. Until next time, bye!